Operations is best conducted from high vantage points. I've marked a good spot on your map. Take a look at your iDroid.
The map has been updated. Analysis complete.
Take a good look at their faces so we can ID the targets.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Okay, that's the General's brother, his number 2. Get him out of there, fellas. There he is, the commander. Extract him.
Kangen tamave, beto tati e diaka boala.
Please, enemy presence, landing zone, support helicopter requested. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Prisoner has died.
Another group of child soldiers? No, must be a squad they had out on patrol. Security will be tighter now. Watch yourself. This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. Have arrived at LZ. Will stand by.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Alright, now you just need to extract the General's number 2.
Support helicopter has arrived.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Base. Clouds approaching.
Tranquilizer pistol or CQC to put him down gently.
The map has been updated.
That's the target prisoner. He's injured. Looks half-starved, too. There's no way he can stand the shock of a Fulton extraction. Get him out by chopper.
Please select a support helicopter requested.
Ilumbu, Mosi, Tata ya Bankaka, na Mono, Elaka Mono, Mambu General Salaka. Bantu ya Buta, ya Mbele, Etinkaka Mosi, Beto Nyoso, Ebampangi, Atampi Dina, ya Ikentango, ya Pukutuka Diaka, Nimave, Menga, Ekilo, Utampasa, Ulambi, Nambi Kekilo.
This is B-Quad. Arriving shortly at LZ. This is B-Quad. On station at LZ. You've completed your objective. Now get out of the hot zone.
Mission info has been updated.
Gaining altitude. Departing.
Extraction arrived.
Nice work. Keep it up. Mission complete, boss. Boss, about how we report this one to the client. I'll tell them we took heavy resistance from the renegade platoon and the hostage was killed in the firefight. Also, their leader wouldn't let himself be taken alive. I doubt the client will pay us for this one, but we got a big enough reward from the General's number 2 instead. And as for the number 2, he's saying he wants to join Diamond Dogs. I guess he knows what that means for him. He said, if I'm working for you, I can be number 2 or number 200 for all I care. Boss, we have an emergency. Many of our staff are falling ill. At first it seemed like a common cold, but before we knew it, blisters started popping up on their chests and... Damn it. I'll fill you in at the ACC. Just get in the chopper.
Mission
Look
list
closely.
updated.
Those are the symptoms of the infection on Mother Base. The blisters on the body were full of tiny worms. Parasite larvae, most likely. But we couldn't find any adults. It doesn't seem to mature in the body, like a spargatum. We don't know the root of infection, or what causes symptoms to develop. Boss, do you remember seeing these symptoms before? The bodies floating around in the oil facility, the bedridden test subjects at the Devil's House. This epidemic looks just like what we've seen on our hunt for Cypher. So this is the weapon of mass destruction Cypher was working on in Africa. Boss, the situation is urgent. We need to quarantine the infected and contain the pathogen. Priority now is to prevent more casualties. But the problem is, how do we tell who's infected? During the incubation period, we have no way of knowing who's clean. You'll have to try and guess who's infected before they go symptomatic and quarantine them. That'd be easy if we just knew the route or vector of the infection. From now on, if you even suspect a staff member's infected, use your iDroid to order them into quarantine. Given the situation, the men won't submit to quarantine just because I or the medical team tell them to. They will listen to you. Of course, it's just a temporary measure until we find a permanent solution. But at least they'd be in solitary isolation so they won't infect each other, and we get the mental care they need. If we do nothing, we'll only lose more people. We have no choice. Boss, open your iDroid. I'll explain how to quarantine staff members suspected of infection. Go to the Mother Base menu and select Staff Management. First, take a look at the quarantine facility we've set up. We'll isolate anyone who's already symptomatic at the quarantine facility. But we have to expect that there are multiple staff who are infected, but asymptomatic. So how do we identify them? At present, we have no way to tell them apart. But there has to be something for us to go on. If you notice anything, reassign staff you suspect are infected to the quarantine facility. We'll monitor them and then contact you if there's a change in their condition. Correctly quarantining these asymptomatic infected will reduce the number of new infections. You should continue with your missions as usual. If Cypher is behind this, going after them should help us determine the root cause of this epidemic. Also, until we identify the pathogen, we can't fire or dispatch any staff. We cannot let this thing spread. Boss, get to the bottom of this fast. We're counting on you. A new job's come in. It's a hit. I'm the human trafficker who sent Shabani and the others to Nzoya Badia Bulu, where you ran into Skullface. The thing is, this guy might know something about the disease that's going around Mother Base. The symptoms are similar to the ones we saw at that factory. Start by checking the mission details on your iDroid.
Please select a mission. Mission accepted.
The target is a PF logistics officer who works as a human trafficker on the side. The client wants him dead. He's currently on the run somewhere on the savannah with bodyguards. Unfortunately, we don't know what route they're taking. All we have to go on is a coded transmission sent by the PF at the Ditati abandoned village. It appears to be a workup of the target's security plans, but to decipher it, we'll need an intel file with the encryption key. This key should be at the comms facility at the Ditati abandoned village. Check your iDroid to see what the target looks like, as well as the location of the village. Find a route. Find a man.
The map has been updated.
Be careful down there, boss.
Marker placed. Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
We made it to the Ditati abandoned village.
Has
That's
been
where the enemy PF's coded transmission came from. There's got to be a transmitter there somewhere. It could have the intel file containing the encryption key. Look for an antenna.
The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Marker placed. Analysis complete. You have arrived at your destination.
Chefe, deze rivier. Onze wapen viel gepakt, maar er was geen schroeite niet. Die vijf mag nooit de kooldeppers gebruiken. Hoor. Er is CP, alleen hier gewaarschuwd. Die vijand krijgt weggeven.
You gotta extract him. Boss, that prisoner you extracted was a civilian abducted by the target. He says the trafficker is trying to make contact with a human rights NGO. He hopes that by handing over his list of buyers, they'll guarantee his safety. But I don't get it. Why an NGO? Why run to someone else for help?
Intel
Picked up an
file.
intel file.
Extraction.
According to this information, the target is headed for Gazeba camp.
The
We
map
also have his movement route. I've updated your map. Use the target's route to locate him. Eliminating him will be much harder if he makes it to the Gazeba camp. Take him down on the savannah.
Zulu hier, wat verkeerd. Kom in, Zulu hier. Wat is de situatie? Alle eenheden staan bij.
analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Marker placed. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Okay, subject is in.
CP, dat is Delta 6. We zitten Likey. Wees op je uitkijk naar in de rest. Hoor. Dat is CP, begrijp. Verder verlies is onuitvaarbaar. Van jullie oorlog uit.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
GPS Zulu 2. Ons het skade aan die installasie. Dis 'n vyandige aanval. Oor. Dit is CP, begryp. Ons is onmiddellik geen terugvoering. Uit.
Clouds approaching.
Okay, subject is in.
Outpost captured. You have arrived at your destination.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
The map has been updated. You have arrived at your destination. Marker placed. Caution, rain approaching. Extraction arrived at the mother base. Enemy presence detected, and the map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Please supplies requested. Supply drop complete. Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Enemy presence. The map has been updated.
That's the target. Eliminate him, however you see fit.
The map has been updated.
Target extracted. We'll let the client know he's been dealt with. Exfiltrate out of the hot zone by chopper or on land.
Marker removed. Extraction arrived from the enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Exfiltrated.
All right, you're out of the hot zone. No enemy forces in pursuit. Mission complete.
The map has been updated.
Mission complete. Great work. Our trafficker was very talkative. Guinea pigs. That's what became of his kidnapped victims. Says he got a good look at that factory at Zoya Badiabulu when he dropped off some fresh guinea pigs for them, along with our man without a face. His instincts told him to run like the rat he is. Said it wasn't worth the money. Figured he could be next. That's when he went to the NGO for help. He thought that in exchange for his buyer's list, they could set him up with a new identity someplace far away. He had an idea who he was up against, and he didn't want to take any chances. A true rat. But like us dogs, he knew when he smelled trouble. And something else. He said the specimens come from deep in the forest. We don't know what he meant by specimens just yet, but those guinea pig symptoms match what we've seen on the infected at Mother Base. Deep in the forest. Maybe there's the clue we need to beat this infection. Boss, the truth could be right around the corner.
List updated.
Boss, we finally heard from one of our missing intel team members. He says he has a solid lead on the epidemic at Mother Base. Take a look at the mission details ASAP.